Happy Sunday and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be resetting my house for the work week ahead. So this is pretty much the routine that I do every Sunday. Some things are a little bit different, but this is pretty much what I do every week. So we are starting out by stripping my bed, just taking the sheets, the pillowcases, and then I'm going to wash my comforter as well. I don't wash my comforter every time. I usually wash it like every other time. But this week was a time whenever it needed to be washed. So I'm going to strip these down and take them to the washer. So to wash my sheets, I do like to have them smelling really nice. There's nothing like clean sheets after a long day of cleaning. So I just use like my regular liquid detergent, and then I'm using the Gain powdered detergent, and that is really what makes it smell amazing. But then I also have these little bleach tabs that I got from Dollar Tree that I really love. I'll just throw a couple of those in there as well. And then I of course have to turn my washer setting onto like a heavier load, so it does take a little bit longer to wash, but next, we are heading on into the bathroom. So I like to just kind of wipe down stuff and clean the toilets, wipe off the counters, just like a really quick clean in the bathrooms. There is a point in time in my cleaning routine where I do a like more deep clean, where I'll, wipe the floors and the mirrors and the showers and all that stuff. But for now, I'm just doing a quick wipe down, cleaning the toilets and wiping the counters. And I will of course do this in both of the bathrooms, but this is just something super quick that you can do to just quick refresh and make sure that your bathrooms are ready for the work week and the school week. I mean, I feel like we do spend a lot of time in the bathrooms in the mornings, just, getting ready and making sure that my 3 kids are ready for the day. At this point, I was definitely ready for some coffee. So I've got my protein shake here that I like to get from Aldi. I'm doing 2 teaspoons of instant coffee, 2 teaspoons of Miralax. I am on a GLP-1, so that is definitely important in my routine. And then I like to use 2 tablespoons of sugar-free creamer in it. It just makes it really creamy and just a little bit sweeter, especially with that coffee in there. It's not as sweet without the creamer, so that's why I like to add that. And I'm just going to throw this in, shake it up, and I will sit down and sip on this for a little bit and just kind of, cool off and really enjoy my coffee. During the week, I don't really get to just sit and enjoy it, so I definitely take that time on Sundays. Sundays is also the day where I really try to make a good breakfast for my family. It's kind of just, one of those things that has become a tradition, like not on purpose, but my family just kind of expects breakfast on Sundays. So today I cut up some ham, just like lunch meat ham that needed to be used up. I'm going to make some eggs, some gravy that I had left over in the fridge. And then I also used a can of potatoes and just fried those in a little bit of oil. And that is what we had for breakfast. After breakfast, of course, I made a big mess, so I needed to get the dishwasher loaded so that I could get that started and ready for the day, because I do spend a lot of time in the kitchen on Sundays, just like doing meal prep. And of course, I have to cook all 3 meals for my family, so definitely wanted to make sure that the dishes are done and ready for the day. I wanted to mention this frying pan really quickly. I use this literally every day for multiple different reasons. I use it, more than once each day because I do work from home, so I cook at home for lunch too. But I absolutely love this pan. This was on the Walmart deals that went on a few days ago, and I almost bought another one, but then I was like, no, I'll just wait because I kind of want to get like the whole pots and pans set. But I got this on Black Friday like 2 or 3 years ago. I don't remember. It was only $15, and as long as you hand wash it, it will last. I have gotten a little bit lazy the last few weeks, and I have been putting it in the dishwasher sometimes, but yeah, I prefer to wash it by hand. I'm going to go ahead and wipe down the counters after breakfast, of course, and I wanted clean counters so that I could do my breakfast prep. Okay, so for breakfast prep, I have been making overnight oats for months at this point. I am definitely hyperfixated on it. I'm sure that I will wake up one morning and decide that I hate it and I don't want it anymore. But until then, I make 4 portions because I work 4 days a week. So I do half a cup of oats, 3 teaspoons of the Swerve brown sugar, 0 calories. And then I'll do 2 teaspoons of a seed mix. It's chia seed, flaxseed, and hemp seed. And then just a little bit of salt just to kind of offset everything. And it does give it a really good flavor. And then I do just shy of a cup of this Fairlife chocolate milk. This is, I think it's 130 calories for 13 grams of protein. So that is pretty good. And it has like half the sugar of regular chocolate milk. I don't know the exact macros on that, but I do know that it is the healthier choice of the two. And I have done this with like regular milk as well and with protein shakes. And honestly, I really just prefer the Fairlife chocolate milk. It just has really good flavor. So if you want to use this recipe, definitely do that. It is amazing and it's full of protein, full of fiber, and it definitely keeps me full until lunchtime. With these, I make them on Sundays, of course, and then I will leave them in the fridge, the whole 4 days, and they do not get nasty. They don't get mushy. They are the same consistency the 4th day as they are the 1st day, so they hold up really, really well in the fridge. Next, I'm going to go ahead and refill my medicine container. So I take a few medicine that has to be taken every single day. So I like to do this. It's just super easy to just kind of pop it and be done. So I take time to do that. And then this is a new system that I've implemented this year. So my daughter, she is kind of high maintenance in the morning, which isn't a bad thing, but I try to do as much as I can to make our mornings as smooth as possible. So I have this little cube organizer that I got from Dollar Tree. It was only $5 and super easy to put together. And then I also got the bins from Dollar Tree. And what I do whenever I do her laundry, I go ahead and just put together her outfits. So like I'll pair a shirt with shorts or pants or whatever, and then I can just go to her drawer and pick out 4 outfits for her for each day of the week. I will go through and pick out her bows. Sometimes I even pick out her shoes, so it's really just easy to grab and go. And then she knows, what day she needs to wear what. And most of the time I will make her come in and help me put it together, but I did not this day just for filming reasons. But I have these little buckets. I put the day of the week, and then I also put what special she has so that we both know. So of course, PE, art, music, library, things like that. And then I also have a bucket for grandma's house. My kids go to their grandma's on Thursdays, and so I like for them to change into play clothes, especially Brystal, my 7-year-old, because she likes to play in the dirt, and I really want her clothes to last. So I went ahead and packed up grandma's house as well. Moving over to the laundry. By this point, the washer was done, so I'm switching it so that I can get my bed made. Of course, I forgot to film that at the end of the night, but it, of course, did get made, and it was very cozy. This is also something that I do not do every week, but my car did need a good car wash, so me and the girls went to town and did a quick car wash. Sometimes I just feel like I need to get out of the house, and so doing a car wash is something easy. For dinner, I try to do things in the crock pot on Sundays just to make things easier for myself while I'm doing other things around the house. So I've got some chicken in here. I did a little bit of ranch seasoning and then some barbecue sauce, and we were having barbecue chicken nachos. This particular Sunday, my daughter had asked me if we can make some brownies together. So I took some time and let her help me put together a boxed brownie mix. She pretty much put everything in it, and then I got the mixer started, and then I'd let her do as much as she possibly could, and then I kind of took back over because she asked for help, and so I helped her with that. But she is definitely getting more interested in being in the kitchen, and honestly, I love it because I want my kids to be able to cook for themselves when they get to an age where they need to, and so I'm hoping to have my kids in the kitchen a little bit more. So anyway, this was just a good bonding experience, and yeah, I love spending time with my kids. By the end of the afternoon, I was ready to sit down and fill out my planner for the week and just make sure that everything was ready to go with my planner. So here is what that looks like. But that's going to be it for this week's Sunday reset. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure and give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please subscribe. Other than that, I will see you in my next one. Bye.